Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Carrie and I make faith, family, and kids videos. Today's video is going to be a little bit of an update since I told y'all I was going to be updating you when I got my results back from the hormone test.
What's there to say? There's nothing but space in between.
Last cycle, I had my peak of LH, which is luteinizing hormone for when you're about to ovulate. I had my peak on cycle day 19, which is very late for me. So last cycle, I didn't have my peak until cycle day 19, and I was still high on cycle day 20. So I probably didn't ovulate until it was really late. And then as you see here, I started my cycle on day 32, which is again very late for me. So at least they were kind of like spaced out the same, but it just wasn't my normal. So then this morning I looked and I am at my peak, I think. I'm pretty sure because I actually skipped a day of not testing on accident. And the only time for me to test is in the morning, because even though some people say test in the afternoon, like, I am a hydrated girl. I literally stay so hydrated. I fill this up like 7 or 8 times a day at least. And I'm always drinking water. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of sweet tea in it, but like, y'all, it's like this much, something like that. So yeah, this is my peak on cycle day 15. So I'm so happy because that is closer to when it should actually be, which means that maybe my hormone's slowly fixing itself. I had a nurse recently tell me, like, oh no, like, you're gonna have to be on medication for the rest of your life. Your hormone can't fix itself. Like, your pituitary gland is not creating that hormone anymore, and it's not going to unless you take the medication. And I was like, okay. Y'all know me, I'm not gonna be that way. I got my Modern Fertility results back. Everything actually came back normal. And let me just say this, so Modern Fertility tells you that it takes about a week for them to get the results, and it's actually closer to like 2 weeks. So just a heads up there. And it's funny because I was looking at reviews and starting to get nervous, and I saw somebody who had a review like, hey, I haven't got my results, it's been 2 weeks. They got their results that same day. So I was like, I need to do that, because if that's what needs to happen for me to get my results, I'm gonna do that. Sure enough, I wrote the review, and shortly after I got the results, so whatever. I'll show you guys the results though. So this one article is on Medical News Today. It says technically hypothyroidism would be in between like 4 and 10. So I'm not quite there. I'm 3.55, so I'm kind of close. But it says there's some debate about these ranges. The author of a 2016 review has found that normal levels are more likely to fall between 0.5 and 2.5 milli-international units per milliliter, which means I would be outside the normal range. And I think that's also why 2.5 stands out to me, because that's the same number that Modern Fertility used to say like, hey, you're probably going to want to talk to your doctor about this. So I have all the symptoms of hypothyroidism. I have dry skin, cold intolerance, tired, forgetfulness. I've had forgetfulness since like probably right before the egg donation, and it was like kind of scaring me almost how much I would forget things. And it was just, I knew something was off, and I didn't know why. Weight gain, yes, y'all, I eat like a bird and I'm still gaining weight. Like, I really like don't eat hardly anything at all. Today I had 3 slices of celery, and I put a little bit of peanut butter and raisins on them to help the protein kind of help satiate me some. And then I had my freshly meal, and I didn't even finish all of it. I ate like 3/4 of it, and I was full. And then like I eat that at like 10:15, 10:30 in the morning, and I don't eat again until like 6:30, 6:45-ish, sometimes 7. And I know that's a really long range, and technically that's intermittent fasting, but I'm okay with that because I am not hungry in that whole time. Like, I'll start getting hungry towards 6:37, but not until then. So it's just the routine I guess my body is on right now. I'm still gaining weight, and like, I know I go to bed at 8 o'clock, so technically you're not supposed to eat within like 2 hours before you go to bed, so I know that that does affect it a little bit. But again, I usually don't eat like big dinners. It's usually just like snacks, like little snacks. So another couple things is swelling of the face and neck. My face, I feel like, is very puffy, and like my neck, obviously, you know, I'm trying to fix a little bit of that with MEWING, but I also don't remember having such a big problem with my neck before the egg donation. And then heavy periods. So yeah, that for sure is something that has changed since the egg donation as well. So the crazy thing is, like, I don't think I can like sue anybody for this, or like, I don't know how to put it out there. And I can't necessarily prove that like I got hypothyroidism from doing an egg donation, because it could just be like the way my body reacted to all the birth control they put me on, which technically, yes, is still for the egg donation, but like it's hard because I'm like, I want to educate other people, but I don't really know how that's appropriate, like how to do it appropriately, if that makes sense. So that's what we're going on now. Basically, I am taking a natural thyroid supplement, and I will try to link it below. But I did some research on things that help your thyroid heal naturally, and I think I might have talked about this a little bit, but I am taking vitamin C. I'm trying to stay away from soy, no cheating on gluten, so no taking my gluten pills, nothing like that. I'm no gluten at all. And then something that also can help is taking probiotics, so I'm going to start doing that. And then I might even be taking vitamin B12 here soon. It just kind of depends. I'm going to give it some time. So I'm taking the probiotics. The pills that I have, they have ashwagandha, which I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it does help most people with thyroid issues, and this thyroid supplement has it in there. And it also has gum gagal, which is another thing to help all the hormones up in there. So yeah, that's the plan here moving forward. That's my results. As far as taking the actual test, I kind of wish I would have vlogged it, but it was early in the morning and I was in a rush. But basically, like, you prick your finger, and on my finger it actually did leave bruises and it was super sore. Other than that, like, the test was fairly easy to put together and do and all that. You do have to make sure that you are pricking in the right spot. If you don't prick in the right spot, like, your blood will not come out like hardly at all, as much as you need it to. So, but if you hit that sweet spot that it talks about, where it's like right off the tip of the fleshy part of your finger, you just like get like almost too much. So I found that out the hard way. I'm glad they put extra lancelets in there because I needed to use all of them. But yeah, the test itself was easy. They actually gave you a little like fabric pouch too, which is nice. For $160, I would research possibly some other tests. I would do your research. Let me just say that, because on Amazon, this test has a lot of good reviews, but it has a couple bad, and I don't know about you, but like my brain automatically focuses on the negatives, and like that paints the picture for a product, because if there are any negatives, then you know, like, I don't know. I would just look into it. There is, I'm gonna link another test below that has like, I think, some better reviews, and it's basically the same thing but by a different company. So I'll link both of those below so you can take a look. I don't like not recommend the Modern Fertility one. It's just that they did take a while and not keep their word, and I also am concerned that maybe the results aren't exactly as accurate as perhaps going to a real doctor, based off of some of the reviews that I've seen. So anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I'm just giving you a little update on life and all those things. So I will continue to keep you guys updated, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video.
What's there to say? There's nothing but space in between you and I. It's okay that we change.